In this video, I am going to solve for x in this given equation that involves logarithm. Before I solve the equation, let me remind you of a property of logarithm that says if you have log a base x plus log a base y, that's, by the way, log a base x times y. That means sum becomes product. So I'm going to use this property of logarithm to simplify the left hand side of this given equation. Is going to be log 2 base x times x minus 4, because log 2 base x plus log 2 base x minus 4 is log 2 base x times x minus 4. That must be equal to 5. Now I'm going to use the property of logarithm, I mean the definition of logarithm rather, that says if you have log a base y is equal to x, that implies, it's a both way implication that a to the power x is equal to y. That means if you are given this, you can write this. If you are given this, you can write this. Now using that definition, what I can do, I can simplify the left hand side and write it as 2 to the power 5 is equal to x times x minus 4. Now this becomes a simple quadratic equation. 2 to the power 5 is 32, that is equal to x times x is x square, then x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Now if I subtract 32 from both sides, I'm going to get the following: 0 on the left, which is going to give me on the right x square minus 4x minus 32. So I can rewrite this thing as x square minus 4x minus 32 is equal to 0. Then I could simplify it further: x square minus 8x plus 4x, which is, by the way, negative 4x minus 32 is equal to 0. Basically, I am trying to rewrite this trinomial as a quadrinomial so that I can factor it and simplify and solve for x. Between the first two, I could factor out an x, that's going to give me x minus 8. Between the second two, I could factor out a 4, that's going to give me x minus 8. That is equal to 0. Now I have x minus 8 in the first term, x minus 8 in the second term. I could factor out x minus 8 from both of them. If I factored out x minus 8 in the first term, I'm left with just x. If I factor out x minus 8 from the second term, I am left with just 4. So x plus 4 is equal to 0. Now I have product of two factors that gives me 0. That means at least one of them must be 0. I don't know which one, so I'm going to assume that the first one is 0. If the first one is 0, that means if x minus 8 is 0, that means x must be equal to 8. So that's one possible solution. What if the other one is true? In that case, what if x plus 4 is equal to 0? In that case, x is going to be negative 4. So that's another possible solution. However, I would probably rule out this one, because if you plug in x equal to negative 4, logarithm is not defined for negative numbers. Okay, so and also if you plug in x equal to 4, is 4 minus 4, 0. So logarithm is not defined for 0. Logarithm is defined only for positive numbers. So my only solution is probably going to be 8. Okay, and you can check that if you plug in 8 on the left hand side and evaluate it, it comes out to be whatever is on the right hand side. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.